let's break it down for you. So you have the human resources approach. If you don't know what the human resources approach is, it's an organization that's able to work as a team, integrating all of its employees effectively.
We took this approach and recognized how teamwork was similar to a step in Rentz's Likert system. His system is made up of 4 parts. System 1, exploitive authoritative organization. System 2, benevolent or authoritative organization. System 3, consultative organization. System 4, participative organization.
So first you have the exploitive authoritative organization that deals with a top-down type of leadership style with little interaction among the employees. The System 2, benevolent authoritative organization, is similar to System 1, however management decides what is best for the workers. System 3 is a consultative organization entirely different from Systems 1 and 2. This organizational type allows management to have final say in decision-making with input from their employees. Now we come to System 4, participative organization. There is a sharp contrast to the other system types. Decisions are made by every organizational member. All employees contribute, are strongly willed, and are often rewarded. As you can see, the participative organization, Part 4 of the Likert system, makes the most sense when talking about the human resources approach.
Having a unified team of employees is important in ensuring a company's longevity. Creating this unified vision allows a company to set and create goals to achieve in the future. This type of goal setting is formulated in the usage of certain type of language. This type of language is known as generative language.
So now that we have a foundation of values for any organization, we chose to review a common complication that has risen within the workplace: changing demographics. A demographic is used to classify people for statistical purposes such as age, race, and gender.
For the first time, you have 4 generations all sharing the workplace: traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Y. Having such a wide range of ages within a company can create several challenges.
The first challenge with such a large age demographic is communication. More specifically, communicating daily messages and announcements to all employees. There are many ways in which a company can communicate a message. Take this picture for example. You might see the faces, but someone else might see the goblet. This shows how individuals see things differently. It is then a company's responsibility to adapt to each individual's needs so that the messages can be communicated effectively.
Technology also has become problematic when working with multiple generations. This is why we have chosen it as our second challenge. It is obvious to see how quickly technology has evolved over the past 20 years. With such evolution, many have found it challenging to learn the new tools. You have Generation Y, fluent in a language foreign to the traditionalists, who have struggled to integrate these new resources into their lifestyle. For example, we have noticed younger generations are becoming the leaders in social media technology, leaving older employees to fend for positions that are being less of importance in the workplace. Here's a funny clip of an older generation trying to adapt to the technology of today.
Question number 1. What is an iPhone?
It's the thing you just bought. It's a phone.
Ah, I had a feeling that was what that was. Question number 2. What is an app?
That's short for application.
Of course! And I already filled one out at the store in order to get the phone. Done and done. Question number 3. Where are the buttons?
It's a touch screen. There's no buttons.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna write that down and tape it to the back of the phone so I won't forget.
Here, let me turn it on and show you.
No! Don't turn it on!
What? Why not?
You'll waste the batteries!
Unity is key in the betterment of any organization. We see today how employees are often disconnected from one another. This is where we find our final challenge. With multiple demographics, complications arise in creating a foundation of trust and compassion for one another. So without such unity, a company is unable to visualize their future endeavors. So to recap, we have 3 challenges for changing demographics. You have daily communication, technical knowledge, and team relations.
So we have formulated some solutions to these challenges. By surveying a company, it allows management to discover the diversity that exists. This would require a company to create a written or digital platform in which questions regarding the person's age, gender, and race can be tabulated. This information, once compiled, can offer insight into the diversity of a company's demographic. If you know a prominent majority of your employees, you're able to better adapt to their individual needs.
We also propose that a company conduct a network analysis, which would gain insight into the most frequented channels of communication as well as outliers within the company. Such an analysis is created by interviewing employees. Questions would be directed toward finding how each employee communicates with one another, specifically the channel in which they communicate. Such channels of communication are text messaging, telephone, face-to-face, instant messaging, email, Skype, newsletters, and bulletin boards.
By inviting professional speakers to give training classes on team building, it is expected that the tension of the work environment for the older generations would be reduced. This would strengthen the group bonds and unity when diverging a vision for the future.
Walk in Their Shoes Day is an event that can be held once a month. During this day, employees will switch roles and responsibilities so they get a view of what their fellow workers deal with, therefore creating personal connections unreachable from day-to-day activities.
Another motivational activity would be Employee of the Day. Each day, an employee is selected to be spotlighted. You get to know that person on a personal level, where they are from, what their hobbies are, etc. Employees will be able to find commonalities despite their demographic differences.
In conclusion, each of these 5 suggestions create a unified body of individuals as structured by the human resources approach, and it focuses on achieving a cohesive vision for the future. Well, our time must be up. Any questions?